Hey, look what I bought! Greetings everyone, I'm back. I'm gonna do another unboxing video. Now obviously it's not an unboxing video for a new product because I never buy things that are brand new. The last time I did an unboxing was when I bought this. This is the GH4 camera and I bought it with a big bunch of other crap that came with it. Buying this, I had two options, and one of the options was just the camera itself, and that was gonna be $1,297 for $1,299, and that came with a lot of stuff. You can, for $2, get, I don't know, some good stuff. And there's plenty of other unboxing videos for the cameras itself, but I unbox the actual things, the packages that I get, because I seem to think that they're of value and they're worth the money. So the set is a little bit new. I don't know if you can see here, but I have a sticker pile. Apparently I decided I was going to do a sticker project and then I never did it, so these stickers have been sitting here for about 4 months. Anyway, let's get to the unboxing. Came in a pretty big box. What could it be? I don't know, but this is kind of a companion piece for it. So we're gonna, without further ado and any screwing around, we're just gonna go ahead and open it. Okay, so let's see what we got. Here's a hint. It's in the description of the video that you're watching. And in true Amazon fashion, they pack a box inside of a box. I've been spending a lot of money lately. I bought a lot of new things. I got a new keyboard, I got a new mouse. I got fancy lights for the computer back there, because you know I'm a boss. This is a case. This is something else, and this is something else too. So let me just go through this really quick. This is really what I bought. Panasonic GH5. Packaging is pretty bland, but obviously it is to be in comparison, not in comparison, but in conjunction with my GH4. Now I bought this about a year ago. I've been using it like crazy. I really like the camera a lot, but damn it, Panasonic, you had to go and bring out this GH5, which is really the coolest camera and probably the most important camera released in the last couple of years, probably since 2014 when the GH4 was released. Maybe I'll open it just a little bit. Just because there's a bunch of other videos out there of people unboxing their GH5s, and again, I'm a little late to this party. Oh my god, the origami to get actually into the box is ridiculous. Okay, so here it is. It's in some paper, kind of cloth. Okay, so yeah, here is the GH5, and there's plenty of other reviews and such to show the differences between the two cameras. Now, the GH5 is slightly larger than the GH4, and that's pretty easy to see right here. The screens are basically the same on the back. I believe the viewfinders look a little bit bigger. Let me put those side by side. This is the GH5 right here. It looks a little bit larger to my eye anyway. On the top, we've got some button placement changes that seem to be a little ergonomically sound. Makes some sense. And then the big excitement right here is this little joystick on the GH5 that's not on the GH4. That makes it really, really easy to move around and such. Okay, fronts of the cameras look almost identical. I wouldn't expect much less. Here's something interesting. The GH5 doesn't have one of these dumb things. Okay, it doesn't work unless you turn it on, jackass. So it does not have a pop-up flash. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Anytime I try to use this GH4 to take photos, it's a complete and utter fail. I take so very few photos with this camera that when I actually do want to take some pictures with it, they're awful. So that's what's going on there. I'm just going to take a quick look at the screen. Screens look identical. So there's a couple of very cool things about the GH5 that I was very excited about. One being that it does 4K at 60 frames per second. That's pretty cool. It also will do up to 180 frames per second in HD. Oh, a strap too, and it's got accessories in there and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna get all into that. Sure, is that it can do really, really great slow motion, and a couple other things is that it does something called 6K photo, which you hold down the shutter and it takes a whole bunch of 6K images, and then you can basically find the one you want. There's also a hack where you can make that into a video. And even cooler is the firmware 2.0 just came out, which makes this camera a 6K 4x3 anamorphic mode, meaning you have to use very special, very expensive lenses with that, anamorphic lenses. And what it does is it squeezes, it's oval shaped, so it squeezes your image down by a factor of 2. And then later you have to take that image and spread it all out. And basically what you get is you get a 6K image, a 6K video image out of a camera that cost me $2,000, which is unbelievable. It's absolutely incredible that Panasonic is able to do that in a camera that is easily accessible to just about anybody. This was important for me to get a second GH camera. A lot of times I'm doing 2-camera shoots and trying to match footage from a Nikon DSLR with a GH4 is damn near impossible. So it's very nice now that I have 2 GH cameras, and that's what this is. If you remember, I made a video a while ago about the vlog. This is the most convoluted thing I've ever had to do just to get some functionality out of a camera that should have been included anyway. And how Panasonic makes you buy it, and the very large box that they sent it in. I'm not kidding, this is it. Well, now they send it in a little envelope, but it's still in a box, and it's still just a card that comes on a piece of cardboard with a key code on it, and the key code goes into the camera spits out a file and whatever, you put the file into a website, the website sends you back a file, you put your file back. It's a giant pain in the ass, and I can't wait to do that later. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the other things that I got with my package. Now, the GH5 basically retails for $2,000, and you can find it online just about anywhere for $2,000. What manufacturers, stores will do is they'll bundle in other stuff with the camera to make it more attractive to buyers, and that's kind of where I came from. I was like, hey, this looks like a great deal. So for, I believe it was $19.97, that's exactly what I paid for this bundle, and that's where you get the camera, and then you get this stuff. So it's pretty standard that you're getting batteries with it. Now, obviously, there's a battery, a Panasonic branded battery in here, but I've also got 2 more Wasabi batteries with a double quick charger. Is it double? Yeah, it's a double quick charger in here. So I already have one of those, but it's nice to have another one. This is one of the cool things that I was excited for with this package, and I will open it. I guess it's a little dumb because I don't know if I'm gonna use this or not, but it's kind of cool to have, and it is, if I can get it out of here. Look at that. It's a cool case that is, it's actually really sturdy. Let me zoom in here. So it's a pretty cool case that I will be able to cut foam out of here, and then I'll put my GH5 in there, maybe a lens or 2, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll use this, because this would be another thing that I would have to take on jobs, but it appears to be water resistant. I don't know that for a fact, but I know that it's better than just sort of not having a case. So that's pretty cool. Pelican cases of this size probably cost $60, $70. So we're gonna halve that and say this is probably a $35 case. It's really good, sturdy. I don't know what kind of plastic it is, but it seems to be a pretty good value. Now the other thing, last thing that I got in the package was this. And this is a Sony branded UHS-2 SD card. Now, the SD cards that this thing takes, and that was another cool thing about the GH5, is that it has dual slots in here. So you can use that for many reasons. There's lots of options in there to write certain things to one card, certain things to another card. You can just continually write from one card to the next and not lose any data, stuff like that. So that's something cool. I do want to show you what a UHS-2 card looks like. And it's different from your average SD card in that, if you see there, it has a second row of contacts there. And what that does is it allows for extremely fast transfer speeds. And that's, the camera is backwards compatible to regular UHS-1 SD cards. But just to let you know, this thing literally says 300 megabytes per second read speed. I think that's megabytes. Yep. 300 megabytes per second read speed with 299 megabytes per second write speed. And what that means is something else that came out with this camera in the 2.0 firmware is that there is a new codec for writing, and it is 400 megabits per second for the codec. And what that means is it's going to be a lot easier to work with those files in the computer. It may also offer a little bit of extra clarity, data, information, stuff like that, because it can also do 10-bit 422 recording in the camera, which is absolutely amazing. This one was able to do 422 10-bit, but I had to use a very expensive field monitor Shogun recorder from Atomos, and that was just a whole extra bullshit that I had to bolt onto the camera to make happen. This one does it in the camera, inside. I don't have to deal with any of that crap, and pretty cool. So very cool. This has the full HDMI, 4K 60 frames per second. I can't see anything. I don't have a lens on it right now. But there you go. So that was my little look at me, look what I got video. So for $1,997, basically for free, I got the case, a $100. I mean, I've looked these up. They're about $110, $115 for this 64 Sony branded UHS-2 card, and then the extra batteries. They're probably 30 bucks, but pretty good deal. I will leave a link to the Amazon deal that I got this on in the description. But yeah, so I'm looking super forward to making short little films with the GH5 now, because it's going to fit perfectly on my little gimbal. And if you've seen some of the videos I've made, you know what I'm talking about. Not that kind of video. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and maybe I'll come back another day and do more of my thoughts and review of this new GH5. So thanks for watching. See you next time.